Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great, and welcome to your daily Bitcoin update. Another super bullish one. I mean, yesterday we talked about the potential of having a little bit of a pullback. Didn't happen. All right, Bitcoin. In the afternoon, it continued to be super bullish. Reached the price target right here of about 45,000. We did talk about this, I think, briefly yesterday of the possibility of this happening. But I must say that I think I said that it was more likely that we would see a little bit of a pullback. But no, it wasn't true. Bitcoin still is at this moment, even though we found quite some resistance at 45,000. It's still super bullish. All right, so I will talk over why I think it's bullish, or why Bitcoin is bullish. I'm practically repeating that in every video, but I do think that's worth it, right? Because the truth is that right now there are just so many bullish fundamentals for Bitcoin. If you take a look, if you think about the ETFs, that's the obvious one, right? So we have the ETFs coming up. That's amazing, and that is also long-term sustainably great, because that means that we have potential to get more sustainable and in general more capital inflow into Bitcoin. But then we also have the Bitcoin halving kind of at in the middle of the year, a little bit earlier even. And then towards the end of the year, I actually do expect that the economic circumstances, for example, the US, will be a little bit better, so that more money flows in the capital markets, all right? That the interest rates will drop down. So that at this moment, it seems like the perfect storm. And therefore, I think that levels like 50,000 in this month are not far-fetched. It really is possible. I mean, look, what I said yesterday, I still believe. We need to get a pullback at some point of time. That could also happen today. And personally, I'm quite worried about that. I'm not in a lot of long positions right now. But in general, if you fundamentally think about the markets, there's no reason to be bearish. All right. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. But those are my thoughts fundamentally. Now, if we look at the price technically, what you'll see is actually quite interesting, and that is that the open interest right now is pretty high, right, compared to the last week. But it's also spiking up and down. It's not that the momentum is increasing and increasing. So what that means is that these are mostly spot buys, and if the amount of money right now that's being put into the markets in spot buys, that has to come from some institutions, from traders, from market makers, whatever, who have a lot of money. And if they buy spot right here, I don't think they're going to sell at 45,000, right? So overall, like I said, the markets are risky, all right? So I do expect a pullback either from 45,000, or there's still a possibility if Bitcoin is able to break above 44,000 here, that will first get up to 47,000 and then get a pullback from there. 47,000 technically is quite a strong level, as you can see. 48,000 to be honest. So that's what we're waiting for right now. It depends a bit on how Bitcoin reacts to 44,000. If Bitcoin right now respects 44K as resistance again, that's some bearish confirmation, and then it's likely that we'll get a bit of a pullback down to 42,500 now. And then depending on how much support we find there, we either continue this bullish momentum after consolidation there up to 47 and 48,000, or it's also a possibility that Bitcoin will drop down even lower. If I would have to give you my most likely scenario, I find that very hard to do. But no, I mean, I think it's it depends on how, like, if Bitcoin breaks above 44,000 now, we'll get up higher. All right. Is that what I expect? No, but I wouldn't be surprised. All right, I think it's a little bit more likely that we'll get a bit of a pullback. We haven't had that in a long time, and then depending on how much support we find at 42,000, we'll either drop down to 42,000 or a bit lower down to 41,000 and 40,500. I think that pullback is a bit more likely, but then again, like I said, markets are still very bullish. All right. So those are my thoughts. And if you do have any questions, then let me know down in the comments. There you can also find more about my premium and signal group. Very valuable, but that's up to you. If you want to check that out, for now, thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your week, and bye.